Disruptors coming out, as well as that Fleet Beacon. CNProtoss is definitely anticipating the Liberator switch, but I'm not even sure Illusion knows about a Liberator switch. Like, I really don't know how up-to-date this guy is on the current strategies. Warp Prism got into the natural. The Warp Prism, that Widow Mine didn't get to the Warp Prism unless it got something else, so...
Oh, he's got DTs. Does he have a... I thought he had a turret. Oh, he doesn't have any D-tag. Oh, that's gonna... That DT's gonna get a lot of work done.
Yeah, that does suck for...
I was so sure there was a turret in his back.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very common practice, so, like, I don't know if there was... But Orbital Shipyard especially has been so played out that you basically put a Widow Mine and a missile turret, and you know the Warp Prism is probably going to come that direction. Right. So I don't blame you for thinking that there was one. And maybe there was, but something took it out. The Warp Prism did live, though, so whatever it did didn't actually affect the Warp Prism at all. And that's just not a good feeling for Terran to know that Warp Prism is out and about, ready to come back in. Now, I will give credits again to Illusion. He, his macro is still pretty on point, and for as, kind of as bad as this game has gone, first he lost a ton of workers, he didn't get that greedy of a build off, he hasn't been trading so well, his stim was kind of late. He's matching supply pretty well. Now, I do know that there's some disruptors on the field. This one is very annoying.
Oh, they're not gonna
And there it is. Oh, that split was pretty damn good, though. Oh, but the second split is not. Oh, God.
We have to remember there's also a DT in his army that's also continuing to just do damage.
What the fuck was that? These guys did play each other before. I don't know if I mentioned that. And actually, Illusion ended up winning, I think. So I did forget to mention that. So even though Illusion has been a little off the game recently and how Protoss is, it seems like his micro and his macro is still carrying him through anything else. And his macro is actually still on par, although he did miss that disruptor shot. This Doom drop into the main base is pretty good.
He's definitely going to get that disruptor.
Oh, Jesus.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. He sniped it.
He's going to do some supply damage here. Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say that pylon only has a breath left. He just has to blow on it.
Nice targeting on those robos. I mean, the disruptor count is only at 2, and that's honestly not that many. 4 is a pretty good amount to consistently send the balls out and actually do a consistent damage, but he's also rallying off to the left. He's really trying to pull CNProtoss apart. Not doing a terrible job of it. He's on 4 bases. CNProtoss is on 5, but he can continue to afford to do attacks like this. I'm just really scared that, either High Templars are going to come out, start feedbacking those drops down, or the disruptors are actually going to get those good shots that they almost did, almost those perfect shots they almost did in the last fight. Oh, the Doom drop? No, just 2 drops. Observer did see that, I believe. High Templars would be such easy pickings off these medevacs. They're pretty high energy. Yeah, those 2 dropships are going to do a really good counter for this attack that's coming up here, so we're going to be pretty distracted. He's not gonna be able to split it. Yeah, they go to the natural. Though there were Blink Stalkers actually, so that was taken care of. Very, very nicely done. That is a dip in Illusion Army supply. He really couldn't afford. Down by about 30-40, as opposed to 20-30. But CNProtoss isn't in too much of a hurry to push forward. He does have a good enough army too, that's for sure. He should push forward. I think either CNProtoss likes Tempest in general, which is possible, or was anticipating that Liberator switch, and now he might have done it okay, you're not getting Liberators. I think I can actually push into a defended area. Yeah, I would definitely be feeling very confident right now if I was CNProtoss. I mean, he just held that really well back at home. Yeah, the Tempest, of course, raining from behind, and it looks like Illusion is going to go down here in game number 1. That attack at the 4th base looks like it's going to be cleaned up. And that was Illusion's kind of his last hope here. Again, if there were 6 Liberators, even with the Tempest, it's a little questionable if CNProtoss really want to push in there. But with only Bio, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm actually surprised that CNProtoss is as scared as he is. I agree, especially with one turret there. I mean, how much could that really do? Yeah. A couple of Widow Mines are actually going to... Okay, one Widow Mine. Nope, not even one Widow Mine. But he blinks on top of the Bio army. That's how confident he is. And that is going to be GG. Protoss takes the first game. I think this is a best out of
3, or is it a best?
I think it's a best of 3. I think only the finals is a best of 5.
Oh, it's a best of 5.
Oh, because it's the losers final, I guess.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. So losers final best of 5, and then winners is best of. Well, it's a. What do you call it? Extended? No. I actually forget what the actual term is. But basically, the winner, whoever goes on to face the winner, will have to defeat him twice to actually win. Whatever that one's called.
Yes, I saw that in the brackets, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. There aren't too many tournaments left over, like that. I mean to say, like actual tournaments, like whoever wins is the winner and wins the grand prize pool. That doesn't double elimination anymore. That was MLG's shtick, basically.
Gotcha.
And now it's kind of relegated to qualifiers, where more than one person actually wins. You know, gets qualified.
Okay.
So. It's interesting though. It's usually a really good system to put in for when tournament simply doesn't have a buttload of players. Mm-hmm. DreamHack has like over 200, 300, something like that. So maybe don't double elimination there, but certainly at a place like this, it does increase the chances of the better player moving through as well. Shenanigans or cananigans sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely feel like if I was one of those guys, I wouldn't be so stressed out and I wouldn't be so like nervous if I had that many chances.
Yeah. That's another thing Illusion would really have on a side. I mean, being an ex-pro gamer means a couple of things. So it means that you have probably your base skill set is already higher than a lot of people who have recently gotten to Masters or even Grandmasters. Mm-hmm. But it also means that you're going to be a lot more calm, either in a tournament structure. So like me casting Illusion doesn't mean squat to him. Like who the hell is this chick, right? But to someone else, they might be like, oh my God, Base Street TV is casting or something like that. But also desperate situations in game, they tend to be a lot more relaxed about. They've faced plenty of like down by 1, down by 2, down by 3 even in the series before and made comebacks.
Right.
So I guess they're setting up the next map, which I don't know what it is, but we'll find out soon enough. So kind of wish I had chat up.
I definitely feel like StarCraft is one of those like games that like challenges your meditation because you really need to keep your calm.
Oh yeah.
You really need to know what to do in a tight situation. I definitely was talking to a lot of guys about this, and it seems like the only time we lose is the time where we freak out.
That is, yeah. I mean, the single-mindedness of StarCraft is so different than all the other basically very popular esports games right now. I guess Hearthstone, but whatever. There's always in the back of your mind whenever you play team games that like, or actually in Hearthstone, you can just blame it on randomness too a little bit. But in team games, you can just be like, oh, it was like blank person's fault. Like it wasn't all my fault. But in StarCraft 2, you actually have to like go down a game and realize that was probably all your fault.
Absolutely. I know when I finish a game, I think about, or I reflect, and I'm like, oh, I could have done this. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, that was my bad. Yeah. I'm never like, oh, that guy was just whatever, or oh, it was my computer, or oh, it was this or that.
Yeah. I feel there are only a couple instances where you can blame your computer. One, if there's a lot of lag. Fine, you can blame that. But two, if you're playing on a freaking laptop.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, there you go, right? Like, I think you can actually blame it. I used to play on, like, a dinky little old Mac.
Oh.
And I didn't realize how little I could micro on that tiny little screen. But when I got, like, an actual monitor, I was like, my mouse moves so far. Like, holy shit. It was a new experience.
I'll have to try it sometime.
Dude, you really should.
I'm working on getting something together just because I really want to get serious about it. So I need a computer, keyboard, mouse, everything.
Do you not have those?
No, I don't.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I play with a wireless HP mouse.
Oh, Jesus.
And I play on my laptop keyboard.
Stop. It makes me a little sick, actually.
Yeah, pretty much everybody cringes.
Oh, my God. Like a wireless mouse? Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
and I use my laptop camera and mic to stream.
Oh, the mic.
And people are like, we can't see you. We can't hear you. And I'm like, I can't do anything about it. Sorry.
You know what? Okay, so like your life story about StarCraft.
Yeah.
As we wait for the pause to unpause, what is it? So you've been playing it for 3 weeks or something like that?
Yeah, so I've been playing Void for 3 weeks. I played Heart of the Swarm for I came in the last 3 months of it.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I had to stop playing for about 2.5 months. And then that's when I got into Void.
Nice.
Yeah, so I took a pretty big hiatus between the end of Swarm and the beginning of Void.
All right. Well, we'll get back on that in a second. In the top left on Prion Terraces, game number 2, this guy is down 1-0. It's the Orange Terran Illusion.
And on the bottom, we have CNProtoss, which has already started on something because I can't see the production tab. That is a gateway. Well, you never know. He could be going for something super cheeky.
Actually, okay.
Super cheesy. You never know.
So we heard her quick backstory, and we know that she's Zerg too, so I can't necessarily blame her. But, like, actually, that would have been funny if that was a Forge. Like, cannon rushes are not a thing anymore, but you never know.
Are you kidding me? People still do cannon rushes, man. Right. And especially in a tournament like this, I wouldn't blame him for doing something super unexpected, super cheesy, just to throw off his opponent.
Anyways, I got the big quick backstory because I've always thought about doing this, but I don't know. I know like the organization always kind of intimidated me. But if you were serious and you seem really cool so far, you live in the area, right? Like, you
no,
live, like,
I live in New York.
Oh, you do live in New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Next time you come down for any event or whatsoever, like let me know, and I want to give you all of my old shit.
Oh my gosh.
Like I really do because this deserves me to a great extent. All right. Like I had kind of old keyboards.
Going to Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Oh, I'm not doing much stuff.
Oh, you're not doing? Okay.
Damn.
It's fine.
Anyways, like kind of like old keyboards. I have like old webcams. Like there's so much shit. Like I'm not gonna give you a freaking computer, but
no,
like
I don't expect anybody to. I'm saving up for that. I'm saving my money.
But God, so many mice.
Yeah, I actually made a deal with one of the Psistorm managers.
Nice.
He said to me, I was telling him about my situation, and he said to me, "I'll tell you what, you would have been a better investment than somebody else that I invested in because I gave him all this gear and he quit out on me, turns out this and that." And I was like, oh man, that sucks. And then he was like, if you get Diamond, I'll get you a keyboard.
Ooh.
And I said, a Corsair keyboard? And he said, yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, great. See you next week.
Corsair. Hey.
I'm going to get Diamond by next week, guys. That's the goal. If not next week, then the week after.
Dude, just spam Ravager and you're fine. All right, well, enough bro talk, whatever you want to call that, aside. We do have the builds decided for. It's another simple 1-1-1 from Illusion. I'm guessing, actually, no, I know for a fact that Illusion tweeted, hey, give me some common openers in all of the matchups in Legacy of the Void. And this is probably the most common, safest opener you can do. That is the 1-1-1 behind a command center, because you go for the Cyclone, which is very helpful, and either a Liberator or a Viking for defense, or in the case of last game, a Medivac to apply a little bit of counter pressure. This could be a gate. I think it's actually going to be a proxy gateway, and he's going to do a blink attack. So very old-fashioned, Heart of the Swarm shenanigans here. Blink all in, maybe?
I'll be back.
That'd be old school. That really would. Does he have a first Stargate? No. It is a gateway. All right, so you said that you only came in at the end of Heart of the Swarm, basically?
Yes. That's when I was like, oh yeah, StarCraft.
That's a little past the point where Terrans were crying about Blink Stalker all-ins all the time, but trust me, Illusion was at least playing somewhat during that period, and Blink Stalker all-ins can still terrify a couple of Terrans.
Oh, Blink Stalker is still terrifying me.
Oh, well, yeah, as a Zerg, actually, they're still pretty good, but Ruins of Saras, terrible, terrible times. But this attack actually is a little bold because say that was a Stargate and suddenly the Oracle has nothing to stop it. Like it's kind of similar to last game actually, but point is very bold to do this, but you can get a couple of free kills with the Cyclone. The Marines are actually kind of intimidating if they don't have any pylons, which CNProtoss is only putting down now. As our observer shows us, this pylon, this gateway, not scouted. If you scout this, you know at least a little bit that aggression is on the way. You can try and prepare for it, but without it, you might make some crucial mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like that part of the map seldomly gets scouted, and there's usually nothing there. It's really hard because people always come in and flank you from the sides.
Actually, that's a really good point. Like, if Illusion decides to go back home and Protoss is ready with a couple of warp-ins, he could try and pick a couple of units off, but not quite ready yet. Not going to use that proxy yet. Blink has finished but he's getting into a forge. He's got all 4 gases. He is planning to expand behind this. This is not exactly an all lane. This is actually a very light pressure. Something that was also popular in Heart of the Swarm. And part of the reasons why Blinkstalkers all lanes were scary was because you could see Blinkstalkers, but it doesn't necessarily